Good evening, and welcome to Table Flippin' Board Games, the slightly later version. We're an hour behind trying this out for the switchover because I'm now on Pacific time. But tonight we're going to be playing Quadropolis, and as always, I'm Ogre Yonder, joined by Gameface Killa, and tonight we have Rachel slash Bewilder Beast. Rachel, thank you very much for joining us. You haven't played this game before, right?
No, I haven't played it before.
Okay, so I think Gabe might be humoring me a little bit uh,
What?
by by playing this game, but because I really liked this game and ended up actually getting it as a birthday present because it's pretty awesome. But I do love city building games. So, Gameface, how about you tell us a little bit more about what we're going to be playing?
Okay, so this is Quadropolis. This is made by Days of Wonder. It was published in 2016, so very recent game. It's their newest game. They don't come out with a lot of games, but when they do, they're usually big deals. They've got good quality components, which this one has, and I think they have games that all have similar characteristics. They usually cover different types of games, but they're usually pretty simple to learn and pick up really quickly, play really quickly. This one gets a little complicated as far as figuring out strategy compared to games like Small World or Ticket to Ride. There's a little bit of thinking and planning behind this, and we're playing classic mode. There's also an expert mode to this game that adds an even bigger layer of complexity. Um, and I have actually not ever played it that way, but every review I've read said that that's the way to actually play it. To really get the feel of building a city and having a lot of strategy and control over how you build your city. So each player, you're either going to play green, yellow, blue, or red, and it doesn't matter who you are because everybody starts with the same basic city pattern, this square in front of you. It's broken up into four districts. You've got the purple district, the kind of tealish district, pink district, and orange district. And you're going to be the only thing you're really competing with other people for are the buildings that can go in your city. And the buildings here are in the middle. They're face down right now, but I'm getting ready to flip them over. And so you're going to be competing with other players for the actual building construction. And then you're going to, on your turn, you're going to pick one tile, and then it'll end up in your city somewhere. And that's how that's determined is you have 1 to 4 architects here. And what you do is you take, for example, if I take number 2 architect and I place him here, that 2 tells me that I have to count 2 spaces in and take that tile. I can also, as an option, I can play him on the top or on the bottom, and I can take the second tile there either. So I can go all around this square of plans. I just have to make sure that whatever I take is 2 spaces in, or 3 spaces if it's the 3, or 4, or 1. So that's basically how it works. That's the and then in addition, once I place and take a tile, like with my 2, I have to place it on my city in the same corresponding column or row. So if it's a 2, I have to place it in the 2 column or the 2 row. And there's a couple other tiles that break those rules or kind of bend them. But that's basically the gist of what you do in your action. You take a tile, you place it in your city, and then it usually has some kind of resource that you get as a
Hmm.
result of that. So I'll go ahead and start it, and so we can look at the different types of buildings you can pick from.
All right, you hit the button.
I did. All right. So it's set it up for a 3-player game. If you'll notice, some tiles are still turned face down. That's because in a 3-player game, in a 4-player game, all the tiles would be revealed. In a 3-player game, there's fewer tiles to choose from, and so on as you're playing with 2 people. So there's four. Let's see, 4, 5, 6 types of buildings that you have to choose from. I'll start with the yellow. This is a basic like apartment tower. So if I take this building and I put it in my city, how you get points is based on how tall this tower gets eventually. So when you get another yellow, you can actually, if you time it right, you can put it on top of the previous yellow, and you eventually make a tower with it. The higher your tower, the more points you get. For example, if you only have one level, then you're only going to get 1 point at the end of the game. But if you build up to the 4 levels, you get up to 10 points. So it scales pretty quickly. And there's a reference sheet right by your player board that shows you what the point totals are at the end of the game. After you place your tile in your city and you take it, then you have to put this black marker on top of the empty space, and that's called the urbanist. And what he does is he blocks players from placing their tile or their architect in a way that points at him. So, for example, I couldn't place my one here if the urbanist is in the same column or row, and I can't place him here. I can't place her here or over here. So you have to be very careful and strategize about what you think other people are going to go for and try to block them with the urbanist or just take the tile before they can get it. Also, when I play my tile, if you look up in the top left-hand corner of the tile, that tells you the resource that you get as a reward for taking that tile. So if it's a little blue guy, then you get a little blue guy here, and you put him in your pool. And you can move. This is a person. So you get a person with your tower. The other resource that you can get is energy. It looks like a little red barrel. And at the end of the game, you're going to place these little people and energy on the board on tiles to activate them, and only activated tiles count as points at the end of the game. So, for example, my apartment building here, the requirement for it is down on the bottom right of every square tile. So the requirement of this office or of this apartment tower is to a resource by the end of the game. So I have to save at least one resource to put it on this tower if I want the points for it. So that's how towers work.
Super simple.
Yeah, really simple. The next type of building are parks, and they basically go really well next to towers. So if I put, the urbanist is moving automatically. That's cool. So if I put parks, I want to place them next to towers. At the end of the game, I get a point, or I get a different number of points depending on how many apartment tiles are surrounding my park. And when I say surround, I'm only talking about left and right and up and down, not diagonal. And that's also on your reference card. The next type of building is the what do they call it? Civic building, I guess. And it has the little columns up in the top right corner. This particular building has no resource that I get or no bonus, but some of them have bonus points in stars. So at the end of the game, you'll get that many victory points as bonus at the end of the game. But if I place this one, how I get points for civic buildings is I get points for every district that I put a civic building in. So at the end of the game, if I have 3 different districts that have civic buildings, I get more points than if I just put them in 2 different ones. And there's no reason to put a civic building in the same district as another civic building because it will be worth nothing. And they also usually take people at the end of the game. So you have to get people from other buildings and then populate them by the end of the game with people. The third type of building is, I'm kind of going out of order, but that's all right, is a harbor. These blue buildings give you resources. They usually give you pretty good resources, like this one gives you a power or an energy and a person. And the goal is to try to make a straight line with them, either horizontally or vertically. The longer of a line you make, at the end of the game, the more points you get for that. So it's pretty simple. And then they usually take people to power at the end of the game. The next type of building is shops. Shops are fun. Shops are
fun.
Yeah, shops are cool because you can place them anywhere you want on the board, but at the end of the game, you want to try to fill them up with people. You can have up to 4 people in one shop tile, and the more people you have in them shopping by the end of the game, the more points you get.
Get lots of people, send them to the stores.
Exactly, but they do require an energy at the end of the game to power. Obviously, these stores need lots of light and air conditioning, especially in Texas. So they have.
Is that where we're setting up our cities?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Yeah. No, but the shops are interesting because you have to fill them with people, but a lot of times you don't have a lot of spare people by the end of the game because they need to go other places too. The last type of building is a factory, and they usually give you resources or energy as the reward for them, and they take people at the end of the game to power, and you get points for factories based on how many shops are adjacent, up, down, left, or right, and how many harbors are adjacent. Harbors are worth more, so if you have a factory surrounded by more harbors than shops, you're going to get more points. Each harbor is worth 3 points, and each shop is worth 2 points if it's next to a harbor. Or I guess the harbor is the one that's generating the points, but you know what I mean.
Got it.
So those are the 6 types of buildings, and by the end of the game, besides trying to fill your city up with all these buildings, you actually have to work so that you don't have any extra leftover energy or people. If you have any leftover people that you can't place in buildings, and you'll remember the requirement for each building is in the bottom right, then you actually lose points for every extra energy and every extra resource you have. Oh, by the way, parks are a place where you can bury pollution or bury a resource. If you need to get rid of an extra resource,
Just dump your resources in the park.
just dump it in the park. Yeah.
So yeah, that's right. The parks can have 0 or 1, whereas everything
Right.
else that has an energy requirement has to have 1, or it does
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, or you get no points. And you can't put extra, which kind of stinks too. So one of the problems with the tower is even though you're building up multiple levels of the tower, it can only be powered by 1 total energy. So you're actually placing tiles and getting a bunch of people and building it up high, but it still only takes up 1 energy. So you've still got to figure out places to put your other energies.
Hmm.
Well, it's how real life works too with construction. So
That's true. Yeah, it's very realistic.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that's about it, really. And then, so we do this for 4 rounds. So we'll place all 4 of our tiles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll hit the round 2 button, which is so nice. This sets it up for us.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is a really cool automated system because otherwise you're doing the tile mixing and putting it in a bag and taking them out one at a time. It takes a little while. But we'll go for 4 rounds, and then at the end of the 4th round, we'll total up our points and see who won.
Cool. So, Rachel, in case you didn't catch the how all of the picking works, it makes a lot more sense once we just go through a round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to play it to figure out the
Yeah.
strategy. So
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes it tough is at first it's kind of hard to grasp what to go for first. I always take a look at the reward I'm going to get by taking that tile. The more that it's going to give me, either victory point wise or energy wise or person wise, that's usually a high value target.
Yeah, and as far as I can tell through playing this, there isn't a super like overwhelmingly optimal strategy of what to build. The only thing that I would pay attention to is that in areas that are on the diagonal from bottom left to top right, there's only 1 number that can put something there. So those ones are the hardest ones to fill. Everything else you can get 1 of 2 numbers.
I didn't think about that. That is yeah, that's a good consideration.
So maybe try and fill those ones up before you get restricted, because it gets tough to get exactly the number you want later in the game.
Yeah.
cool, good tip. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to use it against you.
All right, so we're gonna roll the dice to see who's the first player. So I'll
What
just
happened to
flip
giant dice?
I know. Okay. All right. I'll do it.
Yes.
Roll this.
This is an ogre-sized dice.
I guess I'll just try to flip it up in the air. All
There
right.
you go.
I guess I got a
14. All right. Rachel, you want to do this?
Sure,
If you want to just flip it up in the air, you know how to do it.
I do.
That's
I
odd.
also get
Is that
14.
also
Yeah,
a
you did.
14?
I did. Yes.
That seems strange.
You should have flipped it too
Rip.
to see if you also got a 14.
All right, roll off.
Go for it.
How do you flip it up in the air like that?
The R button.
R.
Will flip it up.
Ooh,
And you can
19.
even possibly.
No,
Nope.
that's 11.
You can even kind of keep it in the air a little bit, like a couple of times.
Like juggle it.
Yeah.
That is a 9.
All right.
Oh, bummer.
Okay, so I'll place first.
Civic centers with points on them are usually good to take early.
Yeah, because otherwise most of them are blank, which
Yeah.
I think I will take this one. Wait, why not take the 2 one?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Hoping
So-
you would notice.
You'll notice the urbanist is placed automatically, which is awesome. Now I have to place it because I used a 1 architect. I have to place it on my 1 column or 1 row. So I got to figure out. I guess I'll do this because this is the hard placement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then now it goes to Ogre.
You know what? I'm going a different direction here. I want this tower. So I'm going to grab a 3. So the reason I can't use a 2 to get this because the urbanist is there.
Yeah.
So I have to come from either this side or this side in the row 3. So I'm going to use a 3, grab this thing, and then I'm going to put it right there.
Yep. And then as a reward, he gets 3 people with that tower.
Yeah, right. Check that out. All right, I put my people over here because they have nowhere to live right now.
I think I'm going to go yet a different direction. And
Not one direction.
oh, I would never go one direction. I will grab. Oh, I'm still flicking. That's bad. I forgot to change back from our pregame shenanigans. All right, here we go. Much better. And I will do this and grab this guy. And since I used my 2, I shall put. I shall put here. Yep.
All right. And then you get 3 energy cubes. Or I guess they're more cylinder.
Yeah.
One.
All right, got 3.
Yep.
All right.
So we usually place these during the game as well.
Yeah,
So,
you can.
Yeah, just kind of make it easier.
Okay.
So you don't have anywhere to put them right now, but
Right.
it's legal to allocate them. You don't have to kind of keep it all in your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal.
And also, if you want to lock down your tile with the L button, because they won't move again for the rest of the game. So,
Good
just in
plan.
case somebody gets flick happy,
What?
not looking at anybody.
That-
particular.
I don't know.
Can you reallocate resources to another place if you
Yep.
change your mind later?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
allocated until it's not actually allocated until the end. It's just to kind of help
Play
you out.
around and see what combinations.
Okay,
Right.
good.
Yeah.
This game's all about
Alright.
combos.
Okay.
So now we're doing the second round of picks, but Game Face doesn't have anything with a 1, or he can't pick anything with a 1 because the 1's already been used. So this is where another part of the strategy comes in.
Yeah.
Strategy. Who uses that?
So, like, for example, there's no. Let me see if this is right. Unless he uses the 4, there's no way he can get this.
Right.
Or I think of a better example. Well, you get the idea.
I think I'm gonna take this harbor and place it here.
Game Face, remind me, do you
I get 2 peeps.
get the people on the top of the tower or the sum of all the people in the tower?
Every time you place a tile, you always get the reward on the tile.
Okay.
Even if it's like even if you're placing like a second floor or third floor.
Right.
But the requirement is only one resource, no matter how high it is.
Got it.
Yeah.
And picking
by
this
the-
one steals first player, right?
Yeah.
That's the okay.
Yeah. So this tile, if you look at it, it's got the little mayor marker in the bottom left. You're going to take first player if you take that one.
Ooh.
Which I would get anyway, right? Because it rotates.
Right. Yep. No, actually, it stays the same unless someone picks this tile.
Oh.
Ooh, I think that might need picking.
Yoink.
I don't think so.
Yoink. Thank you. Just be taking this.
Oh, by the way, Ogre has the option of putting the second floor on his tile, even though he doesn't have a 3 to put it in the 3-row or column. He can use a 2 to make a second floor, and then you can make
Oh, that's right. I can.
Yeah, and then he can use a
Forgot about
3
that.
to make the third floor and so on.
That's very nice.
I
Yeah.
guess that's what I'm gonna do. Nailed it. Now, okay, do I need the resources? Do I have to allocate 1 or 2 resources to this tower?
Just one.
Okay, that's the one that I was forgetting
Yeah.
because I ended up with a boatload of extra resources last time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm yoinking there.
Aw.
Okay, now my turn is over. I did my
Yeah.
pick.
Well, I have my eye on a tower also. So,
I want the towers.
no. I'm going to take this one. Because people are good, usually. And I shall put it here.
Huh. That's weird. It didn't move that time.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
I broke it. You're welcome. So I get 2 peoples. And I will place an energy.
I am going to take this one.
Oh.
Hmm.
I moved that time.
So that gives me, I can place that in the 2 row, 2 column. I'm going to place it here, and I get an energy and a person. All right.
In this civic center here. Yes. I can allocate a person to it. Nailed it. Okay. I've only got 3 homeless people so far. Well, I guess they're not homeless; they're jobless. Best marinade.
Park time. Oh, wait. I didn't think this quite through.
There is no undo.
Oh, snap. Okay. Let me regather my thoughts. It might still be park time, but it might be time for something else, too. Yep, not park time.
Not park time.
Nope.
Store time.
It is in fact store time. How did you know? Very perceptive. All right.
Okay, I'm just good at this.
All
Oh,
right.
store takes energy. Forgot. It's a robo store. It's not actually. Well, I guess it soaks people at the end. People are customers; they're not workers.
All right. I think I'll take.
No, you took the thing that I needed. Dang it.
All right.
Wow, there's like almost
Yikes.
nothing I can take.
Don't forget to take your reward every time you place a tile. I almost forgot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes the accounting hard. Okay, I gotta find something to take with this 4. So I don't want to take the blank. I can't take the center I was gonna take. I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to put a tower up there.
Is it your 3rd floor or 4th floor?
It would be my 3rd floor. So I could.
So you'd have to build a new tower, right, if you took that one.
Yeah.
Or a factory.
I think I'm going to take a factory because I need some energy.
Pure energy.
Pure
Energy man.
There we go. All right, I'm all set. Carltown is on the rise.
Is it Carltown or Carlton?
Bad.
I know.
It's a fair question. I mean, I think it needs to be addressed, honestly. Oh, I am sad. They're not good things that I can take. I guess I will just take another store since that is what I can take. And I don't want to be overpopulated. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to click the setup round 2 button. Did you get your... Oh, okay.
Hit
I
it.
didn't have.
All right, it even puts our
Oh
architects
yeah,
back.
that's right. One of the cool
Yes.
things about this game, well, the mod is really good, but one of the cool things about this game is that each round has its own set of tiles that you get. So like the tiles that you get in round 2 are different from the ones in round 1, and then it's not just a random order; it's also a random set of them. Right, Game Face? It's got
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. There's like I don't know, maybe twice again as many as this, and
Mhm.
you could just randomly pick a full board.
Actually, I think you're always using the same tiles, but depending on the number of players, some of them won't be flipped over.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
But yeah, but they do have different. I can never. I don't know how anybody would remember. Maybe some people would. This, the tile every second round. There's going to be a 3 tile or a 3-person tile with a tower or something like that.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I get to pick first.
Yeah.
It means you don't get to lock me out of my stuff. Oh, I see a civic center with my name on it. Yes.
Do you? I don't think you do. I think you see it with
You.
my name on it.
Nope. How to do this? Dang it! I don't like the position of this here. Well, this is just messing up all my plans.
Well, and the other thing that makes it crazy is where the tile gets placed every round.
Yeah, that's
So that's going to make it change the strategies all the time.
yeah. All right, I'm doing it and grabbing the 2-point civic center.
No.
Just gonna plop that down over here.
I was so sure it had my name on it.
I think I'll take this here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Haba. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Sorry.
Just saying.
Actually, well, you can take it. You just can't take it from that side.
Yeah.
Is here? Yes. Okay. Let's
Wait.
see.
Well,
so
and
I
it's
can't
Rachel's turn. I skipped her turn.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Also that.
He didn't want me to.
Oh, I
take
thought you were
my
trying
turn.
to. Gotcha. I thought that this was here. I missed it.
Yeah. No, just a little light cheating on the side of Game Face. You know, light, just light.
just a little. It's fine.
Light treason.
What's a little light
treason.
treason among friends and family? Okay. See, now I got all distracted. Game Face.
Distractix.
I'm sorry.
You definitely don't want the civic center. Let me tell you.
I don't, huh?
Nope.
I'm sure I don't. Not at all.
Fine.
I guess I just didn't understand. Sorry. Okay. I'm actually not sorry.
All right. So now in a non-cheating maneuver.
Much obliged. Oh, that didn't move.
Oh, no, it was here.
Yeah.
I took this one.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you'd already taken it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to put a dude on this. I forgot. There we go. All right. I need something I can't get. Oh, that's a bummer. about that 2-point seaport. Yes. Just gonna put that
Oh,
down over
snap.
here. Give it a person. Look at that. Seaport right next to a factory. It's going to be some industry
Nice.
right there. You got industry going on. All right.
Let's do this.
Oh,
I'm
also
a
getting
fan of
seaport.
seaports. Oh, yeah. And he is going to go... Apparently it's a male seaport, right here.
Huh. Trying to figure out what I want to take next. All right. Well, nah, that's a blank one. Nobody likes a
We can do
blank
better.
civic center. Um,
It's okay. You can have it.
I guess I'll take this building. Nope, I can't do that because I can't build a second floor of that. I guess I could.
Take one of the ones to 2.
Yeah. Ugh, I don't like that. Maybe I'm going to do this instead with the factory.
All right. Well, I'm going to take that building. Yes. Yoink. I'm going to put it right there.
Sad face.
I get 3 more people.
I wanted that building. I guess I'll have to settle for this one. Now, I can build a second floor with that, right? Because this is in a one corner.
Yes. Yep. You can either use the column row thing or the level. The architect can match the level of the building you're about to build.
Excellent. Oops.
Architects are clever like that.
Yeah.
They are. It's pretty great. Whoa.
So I could take the Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't get the right one.
Uh-oh.
What I meant to grab was the number 4 place.
Time to bury some waste.
Exactly.
All right. I am grabbing this little tower right here. And it goes on the number 3 of this thing. The 3rd level. I get 2 more people. I gotta start getting some places for my people to go. They need to go shopping.
Third floor.
Are we going to fill up our towns in only 2 more rounds?
I don't know. I think if you build towers, then you tend to not fill up your whole city.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even
Yeah,
think
because you're
about
building
that.
vertically. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Let's see. You can't build a tower, so there's no point in getting those. So it's either factory or shop. I build a factory. I
We
can't.
missed that Rachel picked the tower that gives first player,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
which is bad for me. It's an unfortunate state of affairs.
Although
All
it's
right.
surprisingly fair, actually. 'Cause now we've all been first player, or we will have all been first player.
Actually, that's true. Might as well just have rotated.
Yeah.
Okay. So I picked mine. And now we're going to set up round 3
Woohoo.
in a much
Magic.
faster fashion.
Yeah, it doesn't take like 5 minutes for us to set up another round.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do your worst.
Well, I will do my best, which is not going to
Do
be
your
very
best
good,
to do your worst.
Which means I will not appreciate it.
Park time. Finally. Took me a
Hmm.
while.
Well, what do I want to do?
Do you want to suck somebody's blood?
Not tonight. I'm pretty full for dinner. All right. I think I'm going to take this one. Finish out my harbor town.
It's time. Need a shop. People need to go shopping. All of those people, in fact. Oh, I screwed that up. Rip.
Oh.
That
Water.
is not the right placement. That's where my park was gonna go. Oh well. Whoops.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's your first. Well, I guess it's not your first time planning cities.
It's his first time building Carlton,
Exactly.
so you know.
Game Face, did you go?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Carlton's having issues. There was a minor slip up in the building plan.
Well, not everybody can be a civil engineer instead of an architect.
Yoink. Take that
Rat.
that there. Yes.
How did you know?
I didn't actually. I'm just trying to recover from a mistake.
I made a huge mistake.
Oh, we lost your video, Rachel.
Uh-oh. I don't know why.
And we also lost... Okay, we lost all video. It's just gone. Bye, video.
Video down.
Video down.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it on for me.
Okay, I see you trying to... Okay, yours is back
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Gabe, can you turn yours back on? Or just
Yes.
turn
I
it
had
off
to go
and on
physically
again?
turn it back on.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
There we
Well,
go.
I guess
Okay, we're back.
digitally, because I clicked the digital button. But you know what I mean. Manually. There we go.
Manually.
Yes.
It took a lot of effort.
It did. So much. I'm pretty tired, guys. I don't know if I can finish the game. We'll just have to assume that I won.
Let's not.
Aw, why not?
Because I'm going to make up for my planning error by sweeping it under the rug, pretending like it was all part of the plan.
There you go.
Yoink.
Mistakes were made. The appropriate people will be fired.
All right.
The people responsible for sacking the people responsible for the problem have just been sacked.
Yeah. There's a Monty Python for you. Some more Monty Python.
Monty Python is basically always relevant, so.
Exactly. And timely.
Can
All
be
right.
unexpected, too.
Nobody expects.
Don't worry, that's all you had to say. We got you.
I don't understand that reference.
My city is a mess. It's all over the place.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
realized
much.
I'm not going to have a civic center in every district
Whoops.
because I accidentally placed a shop in the last open space. A pink district.
Poor Pink District. They are not going to get there or be able to do their civic duty.
Yeah, they're going to have to take the bus to Orangetown. Or the Orange Borough, I guess.
Orangeboro. See, I had a plan all along, and now it's just not. It's totally off the rails. All right. No, I can't grab. I don't have the right piece to grab the things that I want. Fine. All right, I'm grabbing a civic center.
No, I want
I
that
apparently
one.
am just always taking the things that you need. Just gonna put this. Wait.
Nothing will ever be the same.
Here. All right, that's 3 with the civic center now. Oh, but I don't have any more people. Actually, I can pull a person from this, but I really don't want to. All right. We're good.
Drat. Ugh, I only have a 3. Can I get like extra points for having a 5 level tower? Because I can grab the tower.
You're already at 3?
I'm at 4.
Oh, 4. Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a tall tower, yo.
It is. I mean, having a 3 is bumming me out right now, guys. Bumming me out.
What, a 3 level tower? Oh, just having a 3 as a pick.
Yeah,
You could get the factory and place it by
what
your
I
other
was
harbor.
thinking about doing.
Yeah.
Which would actually be quite helpful. So thank you for confirming that for me. Much obliged. All right.
Happy to help.
Factory it is.
All right, I think I'm going to take the park here.
Especially when it doesn't interfere with his plans.
Yeah, let me help you out with what I want you to do.
All right. Need more peoples. So that means it's tower time.
Slavery. Oh, sorry, what?
Jeez.
That's bad.
Yeah, it was. I'm just saying.
Hey, Days of Wonder has slavery in one of their games, and that was a pretty controversial.
Did they really?
Has
I
a lot
didn't
of
know that.
controversy. Yeah.
Which game? Did we play it?
5 Tribes. I've actually
We haven't
have
played
never played it. Because I hate slavery. No,
Nice
no, I
save.
did.
Good save.
Yeah, I hate it. No, I just I don't remember why I got this, but I was more interested in city building, and that one's more of like a worker placement
Oh, okay.
kind of light game. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting because this is kind of worker placement, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That's
we
true.
can still kind of exclude each other from getting resources, but
Yeah.
it's I think I find this much more interactive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not just like, well, you needed the wood shop, now you're boned.
Yeah.
Okay, did we all pick?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready for the final countdown.
I guess be a good one. This isn't a good one.
Oh, did anyone take the first player token in the
No,
last? Okay.
Uh,
I didn't
nope.
think so, but
no. I was thinking
Oh
about it, but
darn.
then I couldn't. I know.
So I have a question about the parks. Is it can you put unlimited energy in the parks, or is it just the
just
one?
one
Yeah.
per park. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yikes.
Yeah, this is where you get stuck.
I didn't get my inhabitants for this tower here.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm probably gonna have an extra guy without a job again. Uh-oh.
So pretty much the only things that take energy, really. Ooh,
Our shops and apartment buildings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which it stinks because
This
if you take a
ruins my
shop,
plan.
you usually don't get a reward, and you have to have extra people to generate points.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take an apartment building, you get lots of people, but you can only power one apartment building with, or it only eats up one energy.
Well, I'm just gonna go for it. If I lose, I lose, and I'm okay with it.
Wait, you needed two.
Oh,
Oh, you can take the piece. You can just switch the tile if you want.
well, I don't know. I'm thinking about
Oh,
my,
okay.
the strategy stuff.
Strategic.
Brain things. Yeah. Deep brain things.
I really love that tabletop is including a lot of the, what would you call it, API scripting, where you can do stuff
Oh, yeah.
like move the urbanist around if you take a tile off and auto generating the rounds.
It's really cool.
Yeah. There's another game that we'll play eventually that I would love to know how they programmed it, for sure. We'll play
What game
this.
is it?
It's called Alchemists. It is a
Okay.
crazy game that's also kind of worker placement a little bit.
Mhm.
But there's also logic, so you'll really love it. It kind of reminds me of a little bit like the logic of Tragedy Looper. But you're trying to
Okay.
figure out how to make poisons or how to make potions and poisons with different ingredients, and you got to figure out what the ingredients are that makes those certain types of potions.
That seems cool.
Yeah.
I just want to take it with a 3, guys, and I can't. All right. Oh, that's not what I was trying to grab.
Toxic waste?
Yeah, no, I was attempting to grab an architect, and I had a little momentary glitch. It actually was the computer and not me. For once. I just completely lost my strategy. Sorry, give me a second.
We'll try not to distract you this time.
Oh, no, it's okay. It was not your fault. You were not distracting me.
Bury it in the park.
I think so.
Wow, there are not a lot of parks this round.
Nope.
No, there are 2
Did that
parks.
thing.
Makes me sad.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, I guess that dream has died. You're getting no more parks, City.
Yeah, I was planning on getting a park, but
You'll have to have your children play in the street.
That's right.
All right. I believe I'm going to take this civic building.
Well, that's all right. I think I'm gonna take. What am I gonna take? There was a thing that I was gonna do.
Well, I apologize if we distracted you.
No, I'm gonna take this thing. I'm gonna put
Oh.
it right there. Gonna snuggle in right next to its other harbor. There we go. All right, we're all set. What's going on in Game Face Town?
I was
Oh,
trying to figure out how many levels I had already.
Oh. Yeah, I have to keep rotating the camera to see because I'm up to 3 on this one.
Yeah, normally when you hold your cursor over a stack, it's supposed to show you how many is in the stack, but
I don't think these ones form decks.
yeah, I don't think I don't think the
I don't think
tiles
so.
do.
I think they're just there. Well, I chose, so
Okay.
it is your turn.
Trying to decide.
It's a lot of people you got there.
I know. I gotta get rid of them. Become consumers. Obey.
Oh, that's not good. That's extra not good. Dang it. I hate everything. I mean, it's down to the last 3 picks, right? So I gotta be gotta be careful about what happens here. Oh, I'm not powering my tower.
Ruh-roh.
Ah, crap. And the things that require or that create power are things that require people. And I don't have enough people.
Well, you can take them out of your shop if you have to,
Yeah.
but that's tough.
No. I'm in a pickle.
How can you breathe?
Oh,
He actually
jeez.
breathes vinegar.
He's a
Helpful.
vinegar-based life form?
All right, I am gonna take this thing, stick it there, and then I get 2 more of these. Okay, I'm done. that was lucky. This thing also needed power.
Tense silence.
Yeah. The final city planning goes into effect.
The ultimate concentration. Although I don't think we should let Ogre concentrate very much, so we should keep talking.
Yeah, he's really good at this game, so we have to distract him.
Oh, I
Okay.
probably shouldn't have said our evil plan out loud.
Hey,
Oops.
Yeah.
uncalled for.
Uh-oh, did we lose video again?
Oh, did we?
I think
Yeah, I
we
think
Oh,
did.
yeah.
so.
It just lost it. What is up with Skype?
I don't know.
It's just freaking out today.
Maybe
Oh,
it's
well.
the weather we're having.
Yeah, man, it
Could
got
be
really
affecting
bad for a
the-
while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I heard you guys are having crazy storms there.
Yeah, it's been all week.
That's nuts. Good for your harbors, though.
That's true.
Or something. I don't know.
The seaport of Austin.
Our parks are very moist and verdant.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't build very many for my people. Instead, I'd like them to go shopping.
All right. I am going
all-
to acquire a civic center to put in here. Yes. Man, I am just out of luck.
I just know I'm not going to allocate things properly.
Game Face, if your tower isn't powered, do you have to give the people back?
No. You get to
Oh.
keep everything you get when you place a tile. You just have to find a way to allocate to give yourself the most points.
I see. Okay.
So if you have to, you could take off of a smaller tower that's only one level and put it on a tower that's higher.
Oh, because it gives you more points. I see.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Game Face, what happens in your situation?
What do you mean?
You have a 4, and there's no way for you to place a 4.
I know. I saw that a couple rounds ago, and then I realized there was one thing I can do.
What's that?
I can build my 4th level.
Oh.
So I had to I had to completely redecide how I was gonna grab things. I think that's 4.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah.
So how many negative points is it if you have an extra energy? Is it just one?
Yeah, it's just one for every extra
One
energy
per-
person. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have -1 victory points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what I got to do.
Bummer. Yeah, same.
Yoink. All right. I'm taking this little seaport here, and I get an inhabitant, which goes to the civic center, and an energy, which is going to get buried in the ocean. Because I don't have any parks, so where else am I going to put it? Okay, that's
Good
it.
idea.
All right. So
Oh,
now, I guess everybody can add up their own points.
Now comes
We'll
the
start-
second half of the game where you add up
Yeah.
your points.
Where's the button for points adding?
yes, that would be
Seriously.
great.
And what sucks is I have to try to write with this vector pencil with my right hand, and I'm left-handed. So I'm gonna try to use my
Hold on.
left hand on a mouse.
Oh, I think we lost video again.
Really?
Well, you did at least.
Oh, yeah.
Game Face, you're gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodness.
So the first level of your score point pad is yellow building. So you count the level of every yellow tower that you have. You get 1 point for the first level. If you have a 2-level building, you get 3. If you have a 3-level, you get a 6, and then a 4-level, you get 10.
Nice. Well, I did not get 10. I did get a solid 8. So I'm going to write that in.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you could use the text. Place a little text there.
Nah,
Yeah, that's lame.
that's lame.
Oh my
Agreed.
gosh, that's hard. Okay.
Yeah, it actually is kind of hard. It's gonna
Yeah.
look like children played this game.
Yeah. So next is the parks. You count the adjacent towers for every park. So actually, a tower could be counted twice by different parks.
What
So
parks? What are you
so
talking
any
about?
park you have, you count the adjacent tower, and you get, what is it? For every one, I guess for one, I only have one for each of my parks, so that's a total of 4 points.
Nailed it.
Left-handed. All right.
All right.
So
So you should also have 4 points, Rachel. Because
that's what I was
yeah.
going to ask because
Yeah.
I've got 2 here, right? And
Oh
then
no,
one
actually you
here.
have more than that. Your second
Oh, that's
park
really clever.
actually
That's
has
a neat
2.
setup.
So you actually get 4 points for your bottom for this park here, and 2 points for this park,
Okay.
which I believe adds up to 6.
I'm gonna have to check
I'm
your math
told.
on that. Yes, 6. Very good.
All right.
Yes.
Then for shops, which is the purple, you get a point. No, it's more than a point. You actually, for all 4 people, you get 7. For 3 people, you get 4, 2, and 1.
7 points.
The only thing is, remember that every building has to be powered
Yeah,
for you to
mine's
get this
got
point.
mine's got power. Wait,
I've got.
you get more points if you put all 4 of these people on one building or on one thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
want to
realize
fill it.
that the victory got people.
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to
Oh
fill
no.
up the building if you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. And I don't care if there's not room for them to all stand and they're gonna
They'll just
follow
stack
each
up in
other.
there.
Yeah, exactly. All right. 7. Score.
Okay. So next is the factories. You get 2 points for every shop that's adjacent to a factory, and 3 points for every harbor that's adjacent.
Okay. Well, I have 1 factory, so that's easy. 3 points. Yes.
6 points. Yay.
So far, my score is not looking so good, you guys.
All right. Next is the civic buildings. Don't forget to add your bonus points. Some of the civic buildings have bonus victory points, but for one district, if you have one in one district, you get 2. You get 5 points if you have them in 2 districts, 9 points if you have them in 3, and you get 14 for all 4 districts.
Wait, seriously? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm bringing it back.
Nice.
15, 16, 18
Bummer.
points.
And don't forget, they do have to be powered by a person, though. They have to have a person inside.
Yes. All of them have people.
The power of the people. Mine have that.
In expert mode, you actually play with 2 other new types of buildings, but so it kind of gets complicated. But we're skipping
Oh, that's
them.
these ones.
Yeah. There's office towers and then wonders, I think is the other one.
Oh, neat.
So the last one we have to add in, besides our deduction for extra people or resources, is the harbors. For having 1 harbor, you obviously get no points. If you have 2 in a row, they have to be in a line. You get 3. If you have 3 in a row, 7. And then for all 4, you get 12.
14.
That's a pretty good 3. I'm pretty proud of myself right now.
Nice. I think I write better with my right hand if I'm using a mouse. And then you'll get -1 for every extra person and every extra resource.
I had an extra that. There it is. There's my extra resource. It's just hanging out there. All right. I'm going to do the
So
totals.
tally her up.
Tally her up. All right. Where's my calculator app?
Actually, I think there might be a tool.
I should be able to do this mental math style. Hold on, that's
Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Just pay no attention to this device over here.
okay. I have
Oh,
the total
that's
in my head, but I want to make sure I don't cheat. Nailed it. 49.
oh, I keep adding wrong.
Dang.
I think my math is right. Does
Ouch.
someone want to re-add me?
What? 53. Yep, your math is correct.
This is the first time
Verified.
I've ever won. I've played this game like
Oh.
5 times and I've never won.
Good
I got
job.
destroyed.
It's a tough game. I mean, you really have to constantly be thinking like about all 4 of
Hmm.
your turns and then readjusting based on other people's actions.
Yeah, I don't know. And then also, you can work yourself into corners really easily where you can see the optimal action, but
Yeah.
then you just can't take it.
Yeah.
That definitely happened to me a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah, and that happened to me. I fortunately avoided it for most of it, except for this whole debacle right here. So what I was intending to do was, because obviously there's a tower here and a tower here, I wanted to place a what's it called, a park.
Shop.
No,
Oh, park.
I wanted to place a park
Park.
here
Yeah.
because then I would have a park between two towers, and then I was going to place a shop somewhere else. And then I placed the shop by accident, and that just totally blocked off that whole thing, and it was a mess. And then at the end, this is the only way that I could actually get a person to power this thing, because otherwise I would have had to take one from here and put it there instead, which I think that would have even, I mean, that would have cost me another 3 points to do that. Yeah. So I don't know. Lots of little things add up. Like the other thing that I really benefited from this time is got lucky and got to do 3 of these in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and 3 of them had victory points on them.
Yeah, that's true. There were some big points there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very sad about not being able to get that harbor. Very sad.
Sorry.
indeed. Oh no. It's
Should have let me keep first player, and maybe you would have gotten it. Just saying.
okay. Well, I noticed it was, you had pointed out at the beginning of the game that the diagonals,
Hmm.
you can't actually get except for with, say, a 1, a 2, a 3. Well, you can't
Hmm.
get, like, this either. These are both only 2s
Oh, you're right.
and 3s. And,
Wait,
so those are
how?
actually
No, those are.
quite different.
You can get a 1
Yeah, you can get a
Oh,
1 or
for
a
yeah.
that one.
3. And this is a 1 or a 2.
Okay. Because it's like, that seems crazy that would be true. See, I'm glad I pointed it out now because, but it was difficult.
Yeah.
Well, if I had paid attention to that correctly, perhaps I would have gotten a few better things, but that's okay. That's for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the placement in this is very unique. I haven't seen it in any other game. So it definitely takes a little bit to get used to, but I mean, by the end of it we were just kind of rolling with it, right? We all kind of knew how the picking worked and how
Hmm.
the indexing into this little table here worked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's easier to just do it than to explain it, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny. Um, so yeah, overall, what do you think of the game? It was your first time playing.
I'm very sad that I was so low in the score. But I do like the strategy aspect to it. And now having played it, I would
Hmm.
be very interested in, going back to it and trying again and being able to apply some more
Cool.
strategic thoughts for the whole game as opposed to just the last couple of rounds when I had really
Hmm.
gotten the hang of it.
Well,
But I
Game
liked it.
Face, have you played the expert round or expert mode?
I actually haven't.
Really?
I've only played the classic, which every review I see has just said that the game is like so much more fun and strategic with expert mode. I just haven't gotten around to being able to try it out yet. Because almost every time we've played, I've played with at least one new person,
Hmm.
so I feel like it's kind of unfair to
Yeah,
try the
yeah.
classic mode. The other thing that's different about classic mode is not just you don't just have different buildings, but there's actually everyone plays with a pool of architects. So you actually
That's the
have a
same pool.
chance. Yeah. So there's actually like a stack of
Oh,
ones, a stack of twos, and a stack of threes. And then depending
interesting.
on how many are left, you actually might get a chance to get the one you want. It's a little more likely that you're going to have a
Hmm.
leftover three, as opposed to only having one three the entire round.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should figure out how to set this up because I am also really interested in playing expert mode. I haven't played it either. So if you guys are down, we should set up an expert mode version of this game because now we all know how to play. And
If you
then
Rematch.
guys
yeah,
want,
we'll do it.
yeah,
We'll do a
Yeah.
rematch and we'll do it on the same. I mean, we'll all be on the same page now, right? Because
Yeah.
right.
We'll
so yeah.
take
So for
down
the
Game Face.
yes.
That's the
So
page that we need to be on,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So if you guys want, we can do that next week, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe do
That
do a
sounds
Yeah, I'd
rematch
be
in
able to
expert
do
mode.
that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything else we should go over before signing off
Um,
here?
I guess so. My only problem, and I was just going to talk about one thing, and tell me if you guys like. I'm the kind of person that when I play a game, and I'm kind of a thematic gamer. I like the
Hmm.
themes, and so games like Catan or games like this kind of drive me crazy because it makes no sense as to why the architects only you can only pick certain rows or columns. Like, how story wise does this work out to how you can explain how you're building in your city only in certain rows and columns, and you can only place your architects in certain rows and columns? It's like Catan. It's like, who builds an island where
Oh
you have
yeah.
a random generation of
and and then
resources?
you plant a bunch of wheat, and it only grows like once a year.
Yeah,
Or wait, that is actually how wheat works.
yeah.
I don't know.
Or stone.
You know what I mean.
Once
It'll
every
only be
5 years.
Stone. There
yeah,
you go. Stone. Yeah, exactly. Stone only appears every once in a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my only
Um,
beef. Some of these
So
abstract Euro games are kind of like that.
yeah, I understand that. This one I think makes a little more sense than
Yeah,
Catan does,
yeah,
mhm.
because I could imagine that it's zoning or like building
yeah.
permits, right?
That's
It's
true.
like they're applying for
Yes.
permits, and yeah, the permits only allow them to build certain things in certain areas. So you kind of, based
That's
on
true.
who's already gotten that permit, maybe like I don't know. I could make up a better narrative for that
Yeah,
than you just didn't get any stone today.
yeah,
Like there's a big rock, you couldn't figure out what to do with it. Um,
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah, it kind of did bring to mind like zoning regulations and things like that,
yeah. I
which
guess that's
mhm.
true. I didn't think about that.
But it would be nice if they. So I don't know if we just skipped it or if there isn't one. Is there a story for this? Like any
It
kind of.
actually just says you're the mayor of a town, and you'll be
Mhm.
competing with other mayors of their towns to uh, get
Build the best city.
building plans. Yeah, this is like a
I see.
construction site. But apparently, you like go into the construction site and try to steal buildings for your town,
Yeah, as
drive them off.
that is a little weird. Like as the mayor, the mayor is the one designing the city. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I guess that's kind of a game conceit because
hmm
SimCity did it, but at
yeah,
the
yeah,
same time, it's like mayors don't design cities
yeah,
because that's
exactly.
not their job.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine. Um, so was that really your major rub?
That's my beef. I just had
Got
to
it.
say it. I always make fun of Days of Wonder games because of stuff like that, but
Hmm.
and how lighthearted they are. But I actually do like
Yeah,
the strategy of this. This is probably my favorite Days of Wonders game, because I do like the city building thing, and they keep it simple, but yet at the same time, it gets pretty tense at the end when you're trying to wait and see if you can do what you want to do.
yeah, and I could see how playing this more and more, the strategy starts backing up from the end.
Yeah,
Like I mostly felt the rub in the last round where I was like, okay, my plan is pretty much solidified. What can I do to optimize it?
yeah,
But I could see it going even further back than that as I would get more experience with the game. I could just decide maybe in the second round, oh, I can see how this is going to play out. I really
mhm,
need to make this other decision now because in 12 turns this is going to happen.
yeah.
So I think it's cool. It's like very limited number of decisions, but very meaningful decisions.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one of the things that because I do like Catan, but if
Oh,
you're
me
not
too.
rolling well, you're completely SOL, and there's nothing to be done about it.
Yeah.
Versus here, there really is a lot more room for strategy, and even if you can't optimize something, you can usually get something.
Mm-hmm.
Versus in Catan, like I said, no resources, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the expert mode, also, that's going to add something different. Is if you look, there's a different plan, city plan. So you actually have 5 districts instead of 4. There's like a middle district that's just like a line right in the middle.
So that's where you put your harbors, right?
There you go. That's the best place for them.
Wait, is it? Oh, is this 4 is the color? And then.
Yeah. So you can either place, I'm assuming that you can either place buildings in the 4 if you use the 4 architect anywhere in the 4 district, or you can use 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so it does away with rows and columns, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Zones.
or 4 is in anything, or like one is in anything.
That's a really good question. I'll have to look at the rules for that because it does seem weird.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, no,
there's a
I'm
5
pretty sure
and stuff
that's
like
that's
that.
right because in the 4 section there is no 4 on any of these
Oh, okay. So you could
tiles.
build a
So
4 or any of the 1, 2, 3, or 5. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
or the 1, 2, 3, or 5 could go in any of the other one.
Yeah.
This is gonna break my brain.
Yeah, rows and columns don't exist
Oh yeah,
anymore.
and there's a
Yeah,
5.
and it's
There's a
all about
5
placement, and
architect.
there's relation placement between zones.
Oh, wow.
So
It's going to be crazy.
it's gonna be cool. All right, so I think this went pretty well. It was definitely fun. I haven't
Yeah,
had a
it'll be
bad
fun
game
to
of
try it
this.
out.
So yeah, we'll try and set this up for next week and do a rematch with the expert mode of Quadropolis. I think that's pretty much it. Any final
Yeah.
thoughts?
No, sounds good.
All
No,
right,
liked it.
cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Rachel, and thank you, Game Face, as always, for hosting the game.
No
And we will
problem.
be back next week with another episode of Table Flippin' with the expert mode of Quadropolis. Looking forward to it. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
Wait, hold on. We gotta flip.
Oh,
the
somebody's
table.
got to flip it.
Oh, can I flip
It's the
it?
name
Can I
of
flip
the
Yeah.
show. You gotta do it.
it? Flip it.
The text is still standing.
Excellent.